Divination is certainly a topic that's found in the study of Tibetan Buddhism, Himalayan religions, all the religions, tribal, Bon, Hindu, Buddhist, and they're all relatively similar. Now, we don't actually have really a lot of art that explicitly depicts any type of divination. There's a few, but there's not really a lot. To understand divination, you really have to divide it up between the three main study topics of types, deities and oracle rituals, and equipment. So, in terms of types, we have to look at a number of different areas. The first major type of divination and how we might recognize it in painting is through ritual. So rituals depicted in painting or murals. And with ritual, we're also looking at the actual technique. We're looking at the meditation that it might be based on. It might not be based on a meditation, but sometimes it is. And then if it is based on a meditation and a deity, then what is the retreat requirement? Is it 1 week, 3 weeks, a month? Which are the typical time periods. Also, for the types of divination, we also have to look at astrology, geomancy. Geomancy is sort of a European word for feng shui, the Chinese feng shui, the study of placement of structures and how you conduct yourself within a certain geography and within certain cardinal or intermediate directions, how you relate to the environment. And then the next would be prophecy, but prophecy based on text and literature, and that can also relate to divination. And then the last is a little obscure, but omens. So omens of or augury, weather augury. So with omens, we have weather, we have animals. An important animal from a Buddhist point of view would be the crow, and the sutra on the signs of crows and how you do divination based on the bird, the black crow. And then we just throw in there as well dreams, and dreams are actually quite important from more from an earlier Buddhist point of view, and also from a Kriya and Charya Tantra point of view. There are many different types of dream interpretation and dream prophesying. Now, the second main topic, first main topic was types, we just talked about that. Second main topic is deities and oracle rituals. And within Tantric Buddhism, then deities are a major part of divination, and the two main ones, actually I should probably say three main ones, deities that are used for divination are Manjushri, Sri Devi Maxor Gyalmo, not all Sri Devis, but the Maxor Gyalmo form, and then the Nechung Chogyong, so that's related to Pehar, so that's more popularly known, more commonly known as the Nechung Oracle. Then we have some protector deities such as Dorje Setrap, Tsiu Marpo, and Dorje Shugden are all used for divination. But then we have Gesar, King Gesar. From what I can tell, primarily Gesar is only popular from the time of Mipam. So we're looking at the late 19th century, early 20th century for Gesar being popular as for divination purposes. Then we have the two female deities, Tseringma and Yudrenma. These are the most popular, but they're not the only ones. You can always find others. I mean, in a small way, you can say He Vajra, Chakrasambhara, Vajra Bhairava. All of these are also involved with divination, but we don't usually talk that way because where divination is taught within these larger tantric cycles, it's taught as a very, very minor practice, and it doesn't like overshadow. Whereas when we talk about Manjushri, Sri Devi, Nechung Chogyong, Dorje Setrap, and Gesar, we're talking about like it's well known that divination is associated with these figures. Okay, in terms of equipment, there's different types of equipment used for divination depending on whether it's a deity and ritual practice, or whether it's a dream practice, or whether it's a more of a standalone practice. So the main types of equipment are the mala, the prayer beads, and that's more common for Manjushri. We have dice, the mirror, a drum, a sheep's bone, a collarbone, sheep's collarbone. Also string. The Bumpo have a unique form of divination called the ju-tig, and it's making knots with string and counting knots in string. Looking at the reflection of water in a water bowl, studying the impressions on a skull cup. There's also the thumbnail divination. And there's also a game. Sakyapandita came up with a board game for his mother. When was this? This would be early on in Sakyapandita's career. His mother was ill. He came up with a board game, and the board game was intended to keep his mother awake during the day so that she slept well at night. But the board game is teaching about the wheel of existence and all of samsara, all the different types of beings, as well as all the levels within the practice of Buddhism prior to reaching enlightenment, on the way to reaching enlightenment. So this game is also used by some people for divination. So these are the major topics. So we have types, we have deities and oracles, and then we have equipment. These are the three main study topics. So it's important to us that you press the like button. It's important that you subscribe. It helps our ratings with the algorithms. And if you want to support the work we do, you can join Har on Patreon.